Hello, if you watched my recent video of me fishing at Clay next to sea on the North Norfolk coast, you'll have noticed that I rather stupidly broke the tip off one of my rods. Well, I'm now going to try and repair it. Right, let's apply a bit of heat to this ring and see whether we can melt the glue and get it off. There is some whipping on there as well, so I'm not quite certain how easy this will come off. Right, let's see. Should be warm enough. Okay, I've got two tiny little drill bits here. There's some glue residue, etc. in here. We'll see if we can just clean these out. Oh, well, that one goes in easy enough. Right, I've fitted that in between a couple of bits of MDF in the vise. So let's see if we can do this a bit better this time. Yeah, I think that's fine. That, I don't think we'll get it any better. Oh, there's still some coming out. Right, I think that'll do. Right, okay, I've got a block of wood here with some sandpaper on. So I'm going to give this a gentle rub, see whether we can get the paint off. Don't want to do it any more than I really have to. It starts to go on. That only goes on about 1/4 inch, so I need to make certain I get a bit more off here. I really don't want to get anything more than the paint off, because I don't want to weaken it. Yep, nearly there. A little bit more. It's really fine, this sandpaper, because I don't want to take off. I'm having to thin the end of the rod down very, very fractionally. Where do we want to come to? Still not quite. But you've got to be patient doing this. Trying to just rub this bit, not that bit. Every time I try this, I think I'll be all right this time. And then I don't go quite far enough. One more little go, but I think that's going to be about it. That's about all I can manage, I think. Right, I think that'll do. Now get some glue, and we'll see about gluing it back on. Got some Araldite. We only want the gnats, really. There's only a tiny, tiny amount. Right, now I'll get some glue in here. A cocktail stick here. Just make certain I get plenty of glue on there. And again, put some on the rod tip. Now, obvious, but easy to forget if you're not careful. Make certain it all lines up properly. Right, that'll do. Right, that's on properly. A little bit of towel, wipe off the excess. And Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt, as they say. Right, it's been 24 hours since I stuck a tip ring on, so now I've got to try and do the whipping. So let's make a start. Firstly, I need to just stick that on there. So a little bit of masking tape. Right. Now, where do I start? About there. So bring that over the top. So it's binding in that first bit. I'm using this red because I would have used black, but I haven't got any black. So the red will do, but it looks all right. Right, I've done that far. Right, take that off. Right, get me little embroidery scissors. Now, trim that off. Right, now continue to wrap that on. And now that hides the end, it's all bound in. So you know, it won't come uncovered. Got a bit of a long way to go with this because I rubbed down on the rod tip a bit too far really. Just need, as you go, just tighten the wraps up, make certain there's no gaps. Right, now what I need to do, just put a bit of tension in that, stop that unwinding. Right, a loop of thread here. Which I need to make certain I put this the right way through. It through there. Oh. Get a little bit of tape. Put that through there. Just tape that in place. And then another bit there. Right, and now just wind this over. Oops. Right, I think that will probably about do. Right. Right, cut this off. Right. Get rid of that. And put that through the loop. Now take that off. So I need to pull this now. Right, so then I'll pull, there you go, pulls the wrapping thread underneath. Just try and smooth that out a little bit. Right, and then you need to just trim that off. Easier said than done. Right. Not quite perfect, but that's going to do the job we want it to do. Right. So what I need to do now is to make up some epoxy resin. So, got some 2-part epoxy here. I only need a little bit, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I reckon will probably be enough. Now that's the hardener. 7 drops of adhesive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Get a little stir on the stick. Give that a good mix. Just like you would any sort of glue. That's basically what it is. That's just a more liquid form, just for covering the whipping. Right, that should do. All right, little brush. Now, as you might have noticed, it's changed the colour of the thread. Now you can put a sealer on it to stop it changing the colour. But I quite like it like this, especially as it's gone black, really, because of it's made the thread more or less transparent. So right, a little bit over the end of the thread. That. Make sure you get in any gaps so nothing can get underneath it. Right, I think that will do for now. What I need now is to clean the brush. Best thing for that is your wife's nail varnish remover. It's the acetone in it that does it. So I'll just go and get that so I can clean the brush and the stick out. Right, now what I need to do now is every few minutes until that dries, turn that round Reason being, when you leave it, obviously being liquid, it tends to get drips underneath. So as it hardens, if you turn it round 180 degrees every 5-10 minutes, around about 10 minutes, for half an hour or so, something like that, that will even it out. So as it gets a drip at the bottom, turn it so the drips at the top, and so they'll go down to the bottom again, and then keep doing that, and that will even it out through the drying process of the epoxy resin. So anyway, we'll leave that for 10 minutes and give that a turn and see how it goes. And there's the final product. Not perfect by a long way, but it'll do the job. Pity I didn't think to put the sealer on, as it would have kept the red thread showing all the way through to the end. Whereas now, because the thread wasn't sealed, it's allowed the epoxy to absorb into the thread and show the colour underneath, and hence the reason that's black towards the end, because it shows the carbon where I rubbed the paint off. But it'll do. All I've got to do now is just try it out on the beach, but I'm sure that'll be fine.